Imagine walking through a bustling marketplace in Southeast Asia. The scent of incense lingers in the air, and small shops display shimmering golden statues, delicate prayer beads, and intricately carved talismans. Among them, you notice a simple keychain, a small round medallion engraved with mysterious symbols. A local vendor sees your curiosity and smiles. "This," she says, "is not just a keychain. It is a door to abundance." Throughout history, cultures around the world have used sacred objects to attract good fortune, protection, and prosperity. In Buddhism, this practice goes beyond mere superstition. It is deeply rooted in the understanding that objects, when infused with intention, become vessels of energy. Monks bless small tokens with mantras, artisans carve symbols meant to channel positive vibrations, and individuals carry these objects as constant reminders of their spiritual and material aspirations. But why would a simple object, something as ordinary as a keychain, have such a profound impact? The answer lies in how the human mind interacts with symbols. Our subconscious is wired to respond to physical anchors, just as a photograph can bring back memories, or a wedding ring can symbolize a lifelong commitment. An amulet serves as a mental and spiritual trigger, reminding us of our deepest intentions. Every time your fingers brush against it in your pocket, every time you hear the gentle jingle of keys, a small but powerful signal is sent to your mind. Abundance is within reach. Ancient Buddhist texts speak of samskara, the deep impressions left on the mind by repeated experiences and thoughts. These impressions shape our perception of reality and, in turn, our actions. If a person constantly carries an object associated with wealth, prosperity, and generosity, their subconscious gradually aligns with that energy. They start to notice opportunities they once overlooked, feel more confident in financial matters, and make decisions that attract abundance rather than repel it. One striking example comes from Thailand, where small golden amulets blessed by monks are highly sought after. These amulets, known as phra krueang, are often encased in protective glass and worn around the neck or attached to keychains. Believers claim they bring financial success, protection, and clarity of mind. Some of the most powerful amulets come from temples where monks spend months chanting mantras over them, infusing them with sacred energy. Entrepreneurs, business owners, and even lottery players seek these talismans, convinced of their ability to shift the tides of fortune. But you don't need to travel to Thailand or acquire a rare temple amulet to tap into this energy. The power does not come from the object itself. It comes from the belief and intention infused into it. This is where the Buddhist principle of citta, or focused mind, comes into play. By mindfully choosing a symbol, blessing it with your own personal ritual, and carrying it with awareness, you turn a simple object into a powerful spiritual tool. One fascinating study in psychology explored the power of rituals and symbolic objects in shaping human behavior. Researchers found that athletes who followed pre-game rituals, such as wearing a specific bracelet or touching an object before competing, performed better than those who didn't. The reason? These actions program the mind for success, reducing anxiety and reinforcing confidence. In the same way, carrying a keychain linked to prosperity creates a silent but constant reinforcement of your financial goals. It's not magic, it's mental alignment with abundance. There is another important aspect to consider. Gratitude and generosity amplify prosperity. In Buddhist teachings, wealth is not something to be hoarded. It is meant to flow, like a river. Those who cling to money out of fear create a blockage in this flow, while those who use their wealth wisely and generously find it returning to them in unexpected ways. Some monks advise practitioners to periodically touch their amulet and, at that moment, think of someone they can help, even in a small way. This practice conditions the mind to associate money with positive action rather than fear or scarcity. A well-known story from Zen tradition illustrates this beautifully. A wealthy merchant once visited a Buddhist master, seeking advice on how to maintain his riches. The master handed him a small, smooth stone. "Carry this with you," he said, "and whenever you touch it, remember, true wealth is the ability to give." The merchant followed the advice, and over time he found that every time he felt the stone in his pocket, he was inspired to make generous decisions, helping struggling employees, investing in community projects, and funding temples. Strangely, the more he gave, the more his business flourished. This reveals a profound truth. Prosperity is not just about acquiring more. It's about shifting your mindset and actions in a way that invites abundance to stay. The keychain, or any symbolic object, becomes a silent teacher, guiding your thoughts toward alignment with abundance. And so the next time you pick up your keys, consider this. What if that simple everyday action was more than just muscle memory? What if, instead of just grabbing your keys, you were also unlocking the doors to financial flow, confidence, and prosperity? What if your keychain was no longer just an accessory, but a reminder of your ability to attract wealth, act generously, and embrace abundance? Now that we understand how a small object can hold immense power, the next step is choosing the right symbol, one that resonates with your unique energy and financial journey. In a small monastery nestled in the hills of Nepal, a traveler once asked an old Buddhist monk, "If you could carry only one object with you for the rest of your life, what would it be?" The monk smiled, reached into his robe, and pulled out a small worn medallion. "This," he said, "reminds me of everything I need to know." Symbols have long been used in Buddhism to convey profound truths in simple, visual ways. Unlike words, which can be misunderstood or lost in translation, a symbol carries an energy that speaks directly to the subconscious mind. It is this deep-rooted psychological effect that makes certain objects, like a keychain with the right symbol, powerful tools for attracting prosperity. But the question remains, which symbol should you choose? Selecting the right amulet is not about superstition or luck, it's about resonance. Each person has a unique energy, life path, and karmic journey, which means that the best symbol for you is the one that feels aligned with your personal experience and aspirations. In Buddhist tradition, different symbols hold different meanings, each carrying a distinct vibration that influences the mind and environment in subtle but powerful ways. One of the most widely recognized symbols of prosperity is the mantra of abundance, often inscribed on coins, pendants, or keychains. This ancient string of syllables, Om Vasudhara Svaha, is dedicated to Vasudhara, the Buddhist goddess of wealth and fertility. The mantra is believed to open channels of financial flow and remove karmic obstacles that block prosperity. Business owners in Tibet often keep an engraved version of this mantra on their keychains, believing that whispering the words before starting their day ensures good fortune and success. Are you ready to attract wealth and abundance into your life? Then take the first step now. Comment, "I want to be rich" below and affirm your financial success. And don't forget, subscribe to the channel so you never miss powerful insights on prosperity and spiritual growth. Let's manifest abundance together. Another powerful emblem is the endless knot, a looping interwoven design that has no beginning or end. This symbol represents the interconnectedness of all things and the infinite cycle of cause and effect. In terms of wealth, it serves as a reminder that money is not something to be chased, but something that flows naturally when we align our actions with generosity, wisdom, and positive intent. Those who carry the endless knot often report an increased sense of confidence in financial decisions and a shift in mindset from scarcity to abundance. Then there is the Laughing Buddha, a joyful, round-bellied figure commonly associated with wealth and happiness. Often seen carrying a sack filled with gold or precious items, the Laughing Buddha represents contentment and the belief that prosperity comes to those who cultivate joy and detachment from material worries. This is a stark contrast to the stress and fear many people feel around money. In Hong Kong, many successful entrepreneurs carry small keychains featuring this symbol, believing that touching it during times of financial anxiety helps bring clarity and ease. For those who seek a direct link between energy and financial flow, the Chinese coin of prosperity is another excellent choice. Traditionally tied with red string and blessed with mantras, these coins have been used for centuries in Buddhist and Taoist traditions to attract abundance. The hole in the center of the coin represents emptiness, a key Buddhist concept that teaches us that only when we let go of attachments and fears can new wealth enter our lives. Monks often encourage individuals to place these coins on keychains and, when facing important financial decisions, hold them in their hands while taking deep breaths to center their energy. But choosing an amulet is only part of the process. The real power of a symbol comes when you infuse it with your own energy and intention. This is where the practice of consecration, or spiritually charging an object, becomes essential. In Buddhist temples, monks bless amulets by chanting specific mantras over them for days or even weeks, imprinting them with high vibrational energy. While not everyone has access to such rituals, there are simple but effective ways to consecrate your own keychain and transform it into a personal magnet for prosperity. One powerful method involves using the breath as a tool of transmission. In many Buddhist teachings, breath is seen as the bridge between the material and spiritual worlds. By holding your chosen amulet in your hands, closing your eyes and taking deep, intentional breaths, you are symbolically transferring your energy into the object. With each inhale, visualize abundance flowing into your life. With each exhale, imagine releasing any mental blocks or fears about money. Another practice is the water blessing ritual, often used in Tibetan Buddhism. Fill a small bowl with clean water, ideally from a natural source, and place your amulet inside. As the water surrounds the object, recite a mantra of prosperity, such as Om Mani Padme Hum, which invokes compassion and wisdom, two essential qualities for true financial well-being. Let the keychain soak for a few moments, absorbing the energy of the words before drying it off and carrying it with you. There is also the candle consecration method, inspired by Buddhist fire rituals. Light a small candle and hold the amulet close to the flame, but not too close to damage it. The fire symbolizes transformation and clarity, helping to burn away limiting beliefs about wealth. As you move the keychain gently around the flame, repeat an affirmation such as, "I am open to receiving financial abundance with wisdom and gratitude." This simple but profound act strengthens your connection with the symbol, making it a true extension of your intention. The final and perhaps most important step is daily interaction with the amulet. Many people make the mistake of obtaining a lucky charm and then forgetting about it, treating it as a passive object rather than an active tool. But in Buddhist practice, consistency is key. Each day, when picking up your keys, take a brief moment to acknowledge the amulet's presence. Touch it, take a deep breath, and set a financial intention for the day, whether it's attracting new opportunities, making wise investments, or practicing gratitude for what you already have. This small habit may seem insignificant, but over time it creates a subconscious shift that transforms the way you think and act around money. Consider the story of a Japanese businessman who inherited a struggling family shop. With little hope of success, he sought advice from a Zen master, who handed him a simple, unmarked coin. "Carry this always," the master said, "and whenever you touch it, remind yourself, wealth is not built in a single moment, but in the small, mindful actions of every day." The businessman followed this advice, using the coin as a reminder to remain patient, focused, and open to opportunities. Within years, the shop became a thriving enterprise, not because of the coin itself, but because of the mindset it helped cultivate. This is the essence of carrying a prosperity symbol. It's not about magic, but about training the mind to align with abundance. It serves as a silent teacher, a daily nudge toward mindfulness, generosity, and confidence. And as the days pass, you may start to notice small shifts, new financial opportunities, unexpected gifts, an increasing sense of ease around money. But simply choosing a symbol and setting an intention is just the beginning. To truly attract prosperity, we must also understand how our beliefs about money shape our reality. What hidden fears or subconscious blocks might be limiting our financial flow, and how can Buddhist wisdom help us break free from these patterns? A young man once traveled to meet a revered Buddhist teacher, hoping to unlock the secrets of financial success. "I work tirelessly," he said, frustration evident in his voice. "I save, I invest, I do everything right, yet wealth seems to slip through my fingers. What am I doing wrong?" The teacher smiled and handed him a small cup. Then, without a word, he began pouring tea into it. The liquid soon reached the brim, but the teacher kept pouring. The tea spilled over, soaking the young man's hands. "Stop!" the man exclaimed. "The cup is already full." The teacher nodded. "Just like your mind, filled with beliefs about money that leave no room for new wealth to enter." This story illustrates a crucial Buddhist insight. Our external reality is shaped by our internal beliefs and energies. Many people see money as purely material, something separate from the mind and spirit. But in Buddhist philosophy, nothing exists in isolation. Everything is interconnected, including wealth. Your relationship with money is a reflection of your inner world. If you carry fear, scarcity, or guilt about financial success, it will manifest as struggle. If you cultivate confidence, gratitude, and generosity, you will naturally attract abundance. One of the fundamental Buddhist concepts related to money is karma. Many misunderstand this principle, believing it to be a system of reward and punishment. But karma is simply the law of cause and effect. Every action creates an energy that eventually returns to us. This applies not only to morality, but also to prosperity. If we act with greed, dishonesty, or desperation in financial matters, we create energetic blockages that limit our success. If we act with integrity, generosity, and wisdom, we open pathways for wealth to flow effortlessly. A fascinating study conducted by psychologists explored the connection between money and emotional state. Participants were given a sum of money and asked to either spend it on themselves or give it to others. Those who spent it on others reported higher levels of happiness, greater confidence in their future financial stability, and even increased productivity in their work. This aligns perfectly with Buddhist teachings. Money, when used with wisdom and kindness, multiplies in ways beyond material gain. In Thailand, monks often advise business owners to practice dana, the act of giving without expectation of return. The idea is simple. By releasing attachment to money and using it for good, we reinforce a mental state of abundance rather than scarcity. A shopkeeper who regularly donates a small portion of his earnings, whether to temples, charities, or even struggling customers, often finds that unexpected financial opportunities arise. His generosity shifts his energy, making him someone whom others want to support, trust, and do business with. But the relationship between energy and money goes beyond generosity. Many people unknowingly sabotage their financial well-being by holding on to negative emotions about wealth. Perhaps they grew up hearing that money is the root of evil, or they associate financial success with corruption. Others feel unworthy of abundance, fearing that having more will distance them from loved ones or change their identity. These deep-seated beliefs act as invisible walls, preventing financial growth no matter how much effort is put in. Buddhist mindfulness practices offer a way to dismantle these hidden blocks. By observing your thoughts about money without judgment, you begin to recognize destructive patterns. Instead of blindly reacting with fear when an unexpected expense arises, you pause, you breathe. You remind yourself that wealth is fluid, not something to be clung to or feared. A simple but powerful practice involves sitting quietly with your prosperity amulet, your keychain, your symbol of abundance, and mentally repeating, "I welcome wealth with gratitude and wisdom." Over time, this rewires the subconscious mind, replacing scarcity with openness. Another Buddhist teaching that profoundly influences wealth is impermanence. Everything in life is in constant flux: money, opportunities, even hardships. Yet many people attach themselves rigidly to financial highs and lows. When they have money, they feel secure. When they lose it, they feel like failures. This attachment creates suffering. The key is to cultivate equanimity, an inner stability that remains unaffected by external fluctuations. A successful entrepreneur who embraces this mindset doesn't panic when facing setbacks, because he understands that wealth, like all things, comes and goes. Instead of reacting with fear, he adjusts, learns, and continues forward. A well-known Zen story illustrates this point. A wealthy man lost his fortune overnight due to an unexpected market crash. Devastated, he visited a Zen master seeking guidance. The master handed him a stone and said, "Place this in your pocket. Each time you touch it, remind yourself, this moment is temporary." The man followed the advice, and whenever financial stress arose, he felt the stone and remembered, money is like the tide, always shifting, never stagnant. Over time, he stopped fearing loss and began making decisions with greater clarity and calmness. Soon, his financial situation improved, not because of luck, but because he had freed himself from the paralyzing grip of scarcity. This leads us to another crucial aspect of energy and money: intentionality. Buddhist monks often say, "Where attention goes, energy flows." If you constantly worry about debt, bills, or lack, you are unconsciously reinforcing scarcity. But if you focus on possibilities, creativity, and wise stewardship of wealth, you attract more of the same. A practical way to apply this is through conscious spending. Before making any purchase, take a moment to acknowledge its purpose. Ask yourself, is this aligned with my values? Does this support my long-term goals? Many people spend unconsciously, filling voids with material possessions that bring only fleeting satisfaction. Buddhist practice encourages mindful spending, ensuring that money flows in ways that nourish both the self and the world. Consider the story of a woman who shifted her financial situation through this practice. Struggling with debt, she decided to apply Buddhist mindfulness to her spending. Instead of seeing money as stressful, she viewed each expense as an opportunity to reinforce her values. She chose to spend on experiences rather than objects, to support ethical businesses, and to invest in personal growth. As she did this, her relationship with money transformed from fear to empowerment, and with that shift, new financial opportunities naturally emerged. Ultimately, wealth is not about the number in a bank account. It's about the energy you bring to financial matters. If you approach money with fear, resistance, or desperation, it will always feel elusive. But if you cultivate confidence, gratitude, and wisdom, prosperity flows with ease. This is why carrying a small, meaningful amulet, whether a Buddhist coin, a mantra-inscribed keychain, or another symbol, acts as a daily reminder of these principles. Each time you touch it, you reinforce an energy of abundance. But symbols and mindset alone are not enough. To fully activate financial prosperity, you must engage in consistent, intentional action. The final piece of the puzzle is learning the specific rituals and daily habits that reinforce abundance. A Buddhist master once said, "We do not attract what we want, we attract what we are." This profound truth applies to wealth as much as it does to any other aspect of life. By now you understand that prosperity is not just about numbers, luck, or chance. It is about energy, mindset, and daily practices. You've learned how symbols and amulets serve as powerful reminders, how your beliefs shape your financial reality, and how generosity and intentionality create a natural flow of abundance. But knowledge alone is not enough. Action is what bridges the gap between understanding and transformation. This is why daily rituals are so important. In Buddhist practice, repetition is the key to mastering the mind. Just as monks chant mantras daily to cultivate inner peace, you can integrate simple yet powerful habits into your routine to reinforce abundance. These practices don't require hours of your time. Just a few minutes each day can create a profound shift in your financial reality. One of the simplest and most effective rituals is the morning keychain ritual. The moment you pick up your keys each morning, pause for a few seconds. Hold your keychain in your hand, feel its weight, and take a deep breath. Inhale abundance, exhale limitations. Whisper an affirmation like, "Money flows to me with ease and wisdom." This brief but intentional practice sets the tone for your day. Instead of stepping out into the world with stress or doubt, you start with clarity and confidence, aligning yourself with the energy of prosperity. Another powerful habit is the gratitude touch. Every time you touch your keychain throughout the day, whether you're unlocking your car, your home, or your office, take a moment to mentally express gratitude for one financial blessing in your life. It could be something small, like finding a discount on something you needed, or something big, like a new job opportunity. Gratitude expands wealth. The more you acknowledge abundance, the more you open yourself to receiving it. Then there is the nighttime wealth reflection, inspired by ancient Buddhist meditation techniques. Before going to sleep, sit quietly for just a few minutes and hold your keychain in your hands. Close your eyes and visualize your financial success as if it has already happened. See yourself living in financial ease, making wise choices, helping others, and enjoying the freedom that wealth brings. Feel it as if it is real. Then mentally release any fears or anxieties about money, knowing that abundance is always in motion. This simple practice reprograms your subconscious mind to expect and attract prosperity. Many Buddhist teachings emphasize that money, like water, should always be flowing. This is why giving is one of the most effective ways to attract wealth. You don't need to donate large sums to make an impact. Small, consistent acts of generosity create a powerful karmic effect. Try incorporating a prosperity offering ritual into your routine. Each week, take a small amount of money, maybe just $1 or $2, and place it in a special envelope, setting the intention that this money will bring joy or relief to someone else. When the moment feels right, use that money to help someone, whether by donating to a cause, buying food for someone in need, or even tipping a service worker generously. This practice reinforces the belief that money is abundant and meant to be shared, which naturally attracts more into your life. A fascinating real-world example of this is seen in the Thai tradition of takbat, the morning alms-giving ritual where lay people offer food to Buddhist monks. Though the monks own nothing and do not earn an income, they never lack what they need because the community supports them. In return, the monks bless the givers, creating a cycle of generosity and abundance. This same principle applies to modern wealth. When you circulate money with gratitude and purpose, it finds its way back to you in unexpected ways. Another crucial practice is clearing energetic blockages that may be stopping financial flow. Just as clutter in a home can create a stagnant, heavy energy, financial clutter, unpaid debts, ignored bills, or money-related guilt creates invisible barriers to abundance. Make it a habit to clean up your financial space. Organize your wallet, remove unnecessary subscriptions, and create a simple financial plan, even if it's just listing out your income and expenses. The act of bringing conscious awareness to your money signals to the universe that you are ready to handle greater financial responsibility. There's also incredible power in verbalizing your prosperity. The words we speak shape our reality, so be mindful of how you talk about money. Instead of saying, "I'm broke" or "I never have enough," shift your language to statements like, "I am creating financial freedom," or "Opportunities for wealth are always coming to me." These small changes rewire your subconscious beliefs, helping you move from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset. By consistently practicing these simple but effective rituals, you create a powerful energetic shift that aligns your mind, emotions, and actions with wealth. Over time, you'll start to notice surprising financial opportunities, unexpected gifts, and a greater sense of ease when it comes to money. But remember, true wealth is not just about money. It's about freedom, generosity, and a deep trust in life's natural flow. So now it's time to put this into action. Start today. Pick up your keychain, set your financial intention, and take one small step toward a wealthier, more abundant future. The journey to prosperity begins not with a lucky charm, but with the energy you give it. And before you go, if this video resonated with you, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Your support helps spread this message of abundance to more people. And if you're truly ready to welcome financial prosperity into your life, type "I want to be rich" in the comments below. Let's affirm this together and make it real. Wealth is within reach. Now go and claim it.